So again, I use this service called SeattleClouds.com. It is a pay-as-you-go subscription service, and you use it for, I'm going to call them informational type apps. So if you want to publish ebooks, apps for websites, business apps, shopping carts, those types of things. And you can use Seattle Clouds in several different ways. You can take your book that we have published for smashwords.com and as a hard copy, you can take that book and you can create an app using Seattle Clouds. It has all of the same content, only now it's available in the App Store as well as the bookstore. And again, I have this philosophy that I've shared with you over and over, that I want my products in as many storefronts as I can get. So why not offer it as an app and an ebook and a hard copy, anywhere you can get it, in order to duplicate that effort and get your product before the largest audience possible. So that's just one example of how I use SeattleClouds.com. Now, as I said, it is a subscription-based service. They will let you sign up for free. They will let you build your apps, do anything you want, make sure you're completely satisfied with its functionality, and then once you want to go to publish, then you're going to have to pay a subscription. And that subscription goes for as long as your app is published, unless you want to purchase your app on a one-time basis, and I'll show you how to do that. As I said, there's no coding required. And you can take that same build and you can publish it to iPhone, iPad, Google Play, and Amazon. And the other thing that's nice is you can actually set up a feature where your apps can update without having to republish to an app store every time. This can be kind of painful, especially with Apple iOS. If you have an iPad or an iPhone app, and you want to provide an update to that app, you have to submit it for their approval process. That can take up to 2 weeks. And so that really makes it hard to provide constant updates and content. With Seattle Clouds, they provide a handy feature for you to do that. So all a user would have to do is press the refresh button and they get all the new content without having to wait for that approval process. So let me show you this website, SeattleClouds.com, and kind of give you an overview of what you're looking at. Okay, so here we are on the homepage for SeattleClouds.com. You can see they're giving you some ideas about how many people have published apps using their service. If you scroll down, you will see that there's no programming required. It talks about their pricing. They do have very good customer service in my experience. And again, they talk about how you can create and publish your apps very quickly using this service, and that you can publish to the Apple App Store, to Google Play, and also to Amazon. Let's go ahead and scroll up. And I want to show you their pricing model just so you have a good idea up front about how this works. So they have several plans. We'll start with the basic plan. It's $14.99 a month. This gives you one application. Now that may seem like a lot of money. It depends on what your needs are, and it depends on how popular your app is. Then you have the Plus, which is 3 basic apps. That's $34 a month. The Premium, which is $57 a month, that gives you 5 apps. The Business, which is $147 a month, and then the Publisher, which is $199 a month. Now, you'll notice on the Business that is unlimited apps, so that you can pay that monthly fee and you can have hundreds and hundreds of apps out there. I actually have this Business subscription, and I will tell you, it pays for itself and much more every single month because I've generated enough apps. The other thing is you can move from basic to plus or to premium without having to lose any of the work that you've done. They also have a lifetime prepaid option. We'll click on that. And that allows you to buy out that one app for $199. Or it allows you to buy out 5 apps for $5.97, or have an unlimited number of app creations for $1,447.97. It's a strange price, I know, but again, if you really catch the fire of this service, I can see purchasing this prepaid unlimited number of apps and offering some great services to a lot of customers and making that money back over and over again, because we're talking again about duplication of effort. So you get these apps out there in the App Store, and they start generating ad revenue, and you've already paid for those apps in advance. That can create an income source that goes on and on without really having to provide any support. So that's basically how the pricing structure for Seattle Clouds works. You can see here on the right hand of every page you have templates, you have My Apps, you have a forum. This is a great place for technical support questions. And then you have features. And let's go ahead and click on features. And you'll see here that it's giving you a list of all of the different templates that are included within Seattle Clouds. And basically the idea is they provide a template. You can just enter your information into that template, or you can customize that template and use any HTML experience you might have or any other type of coding experience you have. It's one of the things I like about Seattle Cloud is you can use it for pretty robust type things or for very simple things. It just depends upon your needs and your experience. So these are the different page type categories that they have, the different platforms that they cover. And so, for example, HTML letter templates, that's what we're on now, menu page types. So I'll give you a better idea about these page type categories here coming up in just a minute as we talk about the different templates. But if we go ahead and click back, and I'm going to click on My Apps. You're not going to have any apps in here yet unless you've used Seattle Clouds. But this will show you what projects I'm working on and what apps I have available. So I'll click on My Apps. And I can show you, for example, Cool Tools. This is an app I put together that just has a lot of different tools that an end user might want, like a flashlight, a QR code scanner, different effects for taking pictures. I threw that together very quickly. I pushed it out to Android and to iPhone. It has ads in it, and I generate revenue every single month from that app. This is one of my more popular apps. It's called Craft Corner. Craft Corner is simply an aggregator of the top crafting blogs in the country. And those blogs push out RSS feeds for people to be able to view all of the different feeds quickly. So all Craft Corner does is it compiles all of those RSS feeds into one place so that somebody who loves crafts can go through one at a time. Now, if you're not familiar with what an RSS feed is, I probably should cover that quickly. An RSS feed is simply a news feed that somebody sends out. It stands for Really Simple Syndication. And you can get an app that is an RSS reader that will bring them all into one place so that you don't have to go from one website to the next. Or you can input that RSS feed into a program or an app like SeattleClouds.com, and it will pull them into that app as if it's updating the app. And I will show you how that works coming up. But using RSS feeds, I have set up several apps that just deal with news. So U.S. news, political news, news for the LDS Church. And basically, these are apps that just pull in all of those RSS feeds. Somebody can download the app to their phone and keep up to date on the type of news they're looking for. I offer them all for free. I put ads in those apps, and I generate revenue every single month from just providing a simple, easy way for people to view the news that they're interested in. Here is one of my books in app form. And then if I click forward here, you can see I have an app for my radio show. I have an app where I just post the crazy videos and pictures that I saw that day. I have an app just for Idaho news. If I click forward, here's the LDS news I told you about. This Joyful Union is my other book in app form, both for iPhone, Android, iPad. I'll click forward. I have an app just for NASA news, Los Angeles news, political news, pop culture news, scientific news. That's one of my more popular apps. So you can see it just goes on and on. Running news. These are all apps that I created in SeattleClouds.com, and I publish them for free and generate ad revenue, as I said. So that gives you an idea of the type of apps that you could possibly create. This is one that I'm working on right here. This is for a local restaurant called Temptation, and I'm actually building an app where people can order food in advance. They can also look at the menu and pay for that using this app that I'm creating on SeattleClouds.com. So when you look at Seattle Clouds, I would look at it both as a way to publish your own books, but I would also look at it as a way to possibly offer SeattleClouds.com services to other people. So the local restaurant, your own business, somebody else's business, if their needs are fairly simple, you can create and publish an app for them in a matter of hours that looks professional, it was easy for you, and it can generate revenue on an ongoing basis. So that's a brief introduction to Seattle Clouds and how it works. Let's take a look at their templates and get an idea of how to quickly get going with SeattleClouds.com.